Greetings. This is a demonstration of the Rapid Scan Voltmeter 336 taken during testing of the schematic and the main program. What does it do? Basically, it's a more sensitive version than a standard voltmeter. It scans the voltage at 33,600 times per second or thereabouts. It can pick up even minor fluctuations that a voltmeter normally would not. Now, it displays this information in 4 forms, as you can see. To display it, to display every single value would be more than the human eye could take in. So, we have created a method for displaying information that you would need. So, starting at the top, right, that value is the last result. When I say last result, strictly speaking, by the time it's actually even displayed on the LCD, it's already old. Very old. But it would be the most current result. Second line down displays the average voltage. As you can see, this average voltage basically takes all the samples, adds them up, divides by the number of samples, and presto, we have an average. So, nothing special there. Lines 3 and 4, starting with number 3, that is the minimum voltage. And line number 4 is the maximum. Basically, if there are any fluctuations at all on the line, it shows them. Right. Now, those two values on lines 3 and 4, the minimum and maximums, get reset approximately every 10 seconds. So, basically, they're constantly reset and they automatically adjust themselves, as you can see them doing throughout the video. It'll only register positive voltages at this time. However, someone could easily use a full wave bridge rectifier to measure any AC signal. The only thing it won't do is give you an accurate reading for the negative side of the AC signal, because it will assume that both negative and positive sides are both positive because of the bridge rectifier. At a later date, this project may be updated to be able to scan both the positive and negative waveforms. But for now, most people will be using this just to scan positive voltages. How simple is this to build? Very. The approximate retail price at the moment is around about $11 if you're in the US. I'm sure that some people could knock a little bit off that. As I said, this is just the test version done on plugboard, for the simple reason being that you can wire it up and change things around in a flash rather than having to solder everything. The downside is that it is a little bit messy. But as you can see on the readouts, the unit itself is powered from my 12 volt system here on my bench, which comes from 12 volt lead acid battery that has its voltage maintained by one of my charge controllers. But as you can see, there is a little bit of fluctuation in the voltage, as you'd expect, and this is quite happily picking it up. Considering it's one of my custom charge controllers. I think 0.15 of a volt fluctuation is pretty good going, but that needs revising a little bit. As you may have As you may have noticed, the average voltage, which is on line 2, is almost always lower than the voltage that's actually displayed. As stated, this is an average voltage. The ones that are displayed are just the current voltage at the time that it comes to output data to the LCD. So all the other samples are also taken into account for the average voltage. The update speed of the LCD may be tweaked a little bit. There's some revisions to the firmware that has to be done. I could just release it as it is now, but I'm not 100% happy with it. So I'm going to be making a few tweaks to the program. Got to be careful by how much, or how fast rather, it updates the LCD, because if I just let it go and go as fast as it can, it updates the LCD that fast you cannot actually read the values, which then makes the whole thing pointless. So as you can see, it's quite happily running around, it's low cost, and above all else, it's open source. It's licensed under the GNU GPL. Schematics will be released along with the original source code for the firmware, and as well as a bill of materials which will give you precise details of what components you'll need. Hopefully this will be of interest for people. Feel free to take a look around the forums. We've created a new open source board specifically for stuff that is created tools wise for everyone else to build and make their experimenting a little bit easier. Any questions, as always, give me a holler, and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.